Right! The gathering of people. I feel the essence of suffering already here. Yep, I can feel the essence of suffering, and somebody messed it up and didn't make it back on the truck. And there was friendly fire. Yeah, Joffice and DP are also available. Very nice, very nice. I can't wait to see some rockets. Please, quickly. In between the years, people. In between the years. Things might be slightly less serious than normal. Your first people are dropping off at the moment. Beats can't be beaten. Why do I know that sound? Both sides are making the way. I think we can actually leave these guys because they're not gonna get splashed. Ah, there we go. Northern team. I was thinking maybe a southern team. Oh well. But both sides are making their ways here at the moment. Axis side having some trouble here at the very start. Axis side. American side having a bit of trouble. With Axis going in quite lovely so far. Yeah, that's a big missing, you know, amount of players here in this area. Did they get both trucks? Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I think this could be a short one. You might get a very short little match. Well, that's impacting, but this initial capture is gonna go to the American players here. Familiar faces from both sides are here tonight. Is there Wakanda perhaps? That can't be, that would be DC. Familiar faces all around here. And even some Reds, because I'm not so knowledgeable when it comes to the Reds community. I think I covered one of the matches in the past. 2 matches? Somebody will need to let me know. But at the moment I feel like this is clearly gonna go into the hands of the Americans. Oh, sorry, of the Germans here. I need to... I keep thinking I'm on the Axis side. Slow little grain over. Doctor not noticing, and by Doctor. Yep, a removal of that man. Overall situation is clearly in the hands of the enemy, and the enemy is clearly the Axis, yes. Tank going in. First rocket from Dan, there we go. And shot from the left, presumably from the tank. Yeah, implodes on itself, or rather explodes from an enemy shell. Melody and Halfdan in their slightly wobbly Panzer IV. There we go. Back we go on to the skies. Performance is quite good, I have to say. Performance is quite lovely. But as you can see at the moment already, both sides have had a bit of a fight. And it might be that the American side might have some trouble here. Current situation is alright. I am actually happy that, Axis have not set up the south yet too much. Why is Mr. Orange driving back? Oh. Might have been scared of his driving backwards, who knows? Shenanigans from Fear Not, who's trying to go into Western approach, will get stopped in a moment here by the units of Private Patrick Starr and others. Might actually take a little peek there, if I can make it in time. Just as a bit of a side curiosity. Is he not getting fired upon? What kind of weird truce is this? What kind of weird truce is this? Well, man is going behind enemy lines. We will see what comes from this in a moment. As I just realized, it seems like Trottium Voltage is not playing tonight, so I'm not going to see any rude names here being used. Speaking of rude things, tank goes down, rocketed by the one and only, who was it? Choffmeister. A little engagement there. Choffmeister taking down the southern area, and I think it's very good that the allies are getting something going here in the south. Truck has been removed, but Fear Not is alive. They could get some nice little OP up here and set something up. But we will see how it goes. We will see how it goes on this cheeky little match between the years. Choffmeister goes down. Tiny is still here at the wreck. Could use his hammer to make it into a fuel. Ooh. Can fight between G-Money and Tiny? Potentially? Maybe? No. Okay. Not happening. Okay, we'll zoom out here for me, please, just to see where the situation is heading to at the moment. The usual. You can't really cross these open areas. You're not gonna see much movement there. They're gonna be on a bit of a lockdown. God is advancing. But the north is rather calm. Rocket goes through. Rocket goes through. Rocket is aiming for open area. Don't know why. But at the moment, Larson, Chris, Florian, some crayons are, circle, are trying to keep the north safe here. Slow down the enemy forward attacks. Rotation, recruit rifleman is making his way. And gets annihilated by NY. Shockmeister going down again, Paradox as well. Tank in the open bites the dust. As people make their way here. Only at the moment stopped by El Mustache. Well, that should worry them. It's been a wild gathering, isn't it, people? Look at this. So many people in a close area next to each other. This feels very unusual for Helldus Comp. Engagements. I see blood at the distance, yeah. Well, fire gets removed. Shoff making his way again. Might face off against Genetic here in a moment. Closes in, closes in. Ooh, gets damaged and gets removed. Situation not looking too swell at the moment. That being said, allies are trying to really bolster into the center area. Trying to get a blink for... What is the word for that? They're trying to get in here and then basically either, you know, waddle their way northwards / waddle their way to the left through the gardens and northwards and take down some garrison spawns, that kind of thing. Paradox. Potentially noob tube. No, switches to the gun and fails at doing anything there. Tokugawa also, they are not having a good time here at the moment, the American forces. Clerica gets him as well, there we go. Yeah, it's not the healthiest thing. That being said, I see Ruden was able to get a nice OP in the back. M squad with an OP there. Garrison not noticed yet, that is a bit of a sad one. But it is what it is. Army goes down. People not really using the OP yet so much. That again has not been spotted yet. Now we're getting into the crunchy area. And did not see him. Okay. Lucky Noodle. I'm gonna follow this little... Whoa. Back area shenanigan for a moment. And gets removed. Armin counter. Ooh. Works for the moment. Except for one little zoom in Armin while I press my buttons for a moment. There we go. With a grease gun of all things. It's extra special. That lock-on moment. The thing is, they need to clear this out, and I have to say, I'm quite amazed that they were able to get a garrison, a red zone garrison going here. ESPT the holiday. Wait, it's Doc Holiday, isn't it? Yeah, it's Doc Holiday. I mean, the execution there is great and everything, but I like that I called him Doc Holiday. Alright, Doc. Oh. Yeah. The Holiday. Must be one of the Polish veterans, the Holiday. Alright. The Holiday, I like it. So I fire upon him, nothing too major. People can spawn, but not too much yet. These people need some people. defend against other people. Also the garrison still. I would like to see a bit of a... There we go. One squad leader, doctor. Tank is closing in. Let's do a little peek for that one on the sides. Because the tank should be unaware at the moment. Is that a frogskin outfit? Ooh. Bang. There we go. Impact. Very nice. Very smoky. Athens. Going for the second one. Bonk. And... Grenades out. Lovely. Boris against Athens. There we go. Oh, and they're getting led by Critical from WTH. Look at that. Little critters here. Well, that's a Panzer IV alone. Without anybody defending and doing anything with it. That is special, definitely. Alright, Commander Critical. A little log on. Oh, can we see him getting shot out of the truck by Athens? Yep. Uh-huh. Cool. Alright, I'm already happy that I did this match. Garrison has been removed. Very nice close in here from the Americans. Germans are having some trouble at the moment holding their spots here. That tank could get saved by some people here. Yeah, I see some people waddling forward. Tank not destroyed. Not enough ammo here to destroy it at the moment. So they should be able to recover this tank here. Lucky noodles. Alright. After on the side here, repairing. How do I have my zoom? Don't even know if my zoom is working there. It's working. Lovely. Situation is looking well. Roger, roger. At the south here, people are clashing lightly. But you can't see the amount of blue dots. Look at the amount of blue berries here. So many American forces just flooding the inner city. That's a gorgeous amount. I might actually do a little peek there. Tank making its way. Is that a tiger? That's a tiger, yeah. Alright, show me something good, people. Show me something good here. I saw the point flicker for a moment. Many people getting removed in the back line. Much less blue dots anymore at this point. Tokugawa. Could do something nice here. Ames. Might see Nike there. Ooh. No, bad timing. Doesn't see Nike. Should have seen Mike. And big spawn. He doesn't see the spawn. He does not see the many people spawning next to him. There we go. Sees them finally. But out in the open gets removed by Sonne there. Ruden. Might run into a trap here. Yep. And gets removed by Sonne again. Not the best setup because they have realized now the enemies that more and more people are coming from this area. And now there will be a focus in checking this area here. So they're getting another one. I might actually stay with Sonne. And goes down in the open fight. I've been chosen advancing here, and why from Omen? About to pop. There we go. Well, it was a double pop, but still. Cheeky jump there, but gets removed by chosen shotgun. Run through, it'll check out on the map again. Whoop, as they make their way. Much less stress around hospice here at this point, but they still have some force here. I don't feel like they're gonna move much though. Because still too many dots of the enemies are here. Too many OPs from the enemy. They have a good force here, don't get me wrong, but it's very on the brake. It could go either way still. Paradox against Genetic. Paradox even looking. Yes, enemies. But nobody hears his comments. Goes on as Tippy, but Tippy is trying to get a tank from he might get shot in the back in a moment. Or he gets automatized. Automatized? He gets splashed. Oh! Never mind though. Tank got removed. I assume by Gamma there, maybe? We will see. Alright, we have looked at the south so much, let's go a bit north. Little Quinny is playing as well. Machete. Let's see what's going up here in the northern areas. Greyhounds advancing. Well, slowly advancing. Found the mine, very nice, and not by stepping on it, that's the bonus. Very nice, Machete, good job there. Gonna zoom out slightly. Quinny and Co are making their way here. Get Xander. Xander, I haven't seen Xander in ages, good god. That's Xander. Yeah, Gwynny and Machete making their way here. Funky Pigeon, familiar faces. Tipitero, Florian. Funky faces are making their way here. Give me the Pigeon. Ah, Pigeon goes down. DP takes down Dan and advances. Tries to get on the roof. Succeeds. And doesn't find anybody. And gets unmuffined, or rather gets muffined. Gwynny closing in, tank gets destroyed on the side, Tiger down, Gwynny gets removed by one of the Rats players. Five? Beehive? 5. And... never mind! Wait, that's from... TK there, random TK from the back. Unexpected, but sure. Machete against 5. There we go. We'll check on the map. The center is slowly collapsing. Need to hurry up. They are getting at least some tank support. My only worry is, will that tank support get satchel? Well, something exploded. That was not an American tank though, presumably. A repair station burning a lot. Tank is going on a run. Cookie, butter, milk. Cookie in a tank at the moment, so that Beer Badger can't comment on him perishing over and over. Smart play, very smart play. Not really any anti-tanking available here. They are losing their second point. Oh, so it's a town center. The cemetery. Ah, just one man in there. Should not be an issue. We're gonna stay here. Mark holding out. Heightened position. There we go. Heightened senses as well. Rats making their way, getting some support by 82nd AD here. No. I wish the tank would slightly angle himself, so he would actually be able to see the corner there of enemies crossing in. Antigua has been removed from the equation, and the midpoint is getting captured at the moment as blue dots make it in the north and from the east and slowly also the southeast. Ah, no bonus points for getting critical here. Stalemated at the moment. Losing again. People trying to make their way here. The tank is still there, presumably. Yeah, still there, but is damaged. Is getting repaired at the moment. Some kind of satchel would be great right now here, wouldn't it be? That would be a great little boon. A satchel. Quinny. Defending here slightly. Yeah. I really would like to see for a Mark or somebody else a satchel here. I hear a tank close by. There should be a Panzer IV. Yeah. Panzer IV making its way as well here for a bit of a tank fight. Also going into the sector maybe in a moment. Nope. Fight over midpoint is still happening next to us. And that was a big splash and lots of people. And there we go. Medium against medium. And the Ricochet! Are you... What? They are just ignoring the Panzer IV. They're trying to outrun it. That missed completely? What? I don't know what the plan was there. Did they just completely miss that? Did they try to lure the tank away? Did they try to, like, lock it? I mean, in the meantime, people were able to advance, so even if that medium did, you know, sacrifice itself, it helped in everybody else being able to push, I guess. Spark AFK, can he do something? Someone overfilled WH tank can't get a whole crew in. Aww. Shame on you, whoever overfilled. Aww. I like I'm getting also updates. And we're gonna like advertise in the corner here or something in a moment. Well, they're getting blocked right now. More and more people are getting into the area here. The capture progress is being not only stopped, but getting removed. Nice rockets from Rachete. From Rachete, yeah, Rachete. Rachete there. Second rocket bounces, and OP gets removed. Red. Could do well with a little rocket. Anything? Maybe. Come on, Red. And tank gets removed. There we go. Good. Good job there. RDF. Memento. Mori. Mori. And Shemesh. But yeah, the catch-up progress at the moment is getting removed more and more. And while that tank is here at the forefront trying to hold out, I am getting a bit worried here. Because that one little tank is not going to be enough at the moment. Come on, Splash Dan. Missed. I mean, that line is gorgeous, don't get me wrong. If they have their butt covered, you know, so enemies can't just go there and satchel everything, they're good. But like Tiny just now, removing 2 enemies. Very nice. But yeah, they're gonna keep the heavies safe here. Don gets the K there. Alright, they're about to get surprised by a wreck. Oh no, communication in the tank is happening very well. There we go, good. No fuel for you. And we'll check on the map. Heavy tank. Lots of heavy tanks, medium tank being used as well at the moment. Targeting job in the top left corner. Don't know for what. Might get hunted though in a moment. We might jump on that in a moment. But very, you know, very lockdown defense here on Hospice at the moment. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, what? Wait, that explosion? Oh, that's unlucky. That's an unlucky angle there. Through the window or through the door? Satchel. Something sizzling. No. No, he might be safe. I don't see a thing yet. Desper might not be desperate. He might be happy in a moment. We go back to the main fight up here in the north. It's a wild mix. Don't think they're gonna be able to take it quickly here. Too many enemies gonna get defend over and over. That being said, they are using 2 heavy tanks at the moment. The other enemy tank, medium here, heavy. I don't see recon tank in the south. I don't see the enemy German heavy tank. Did Gamalixus, did that guy here succeed in taking it down? That's not bad. Very nice. Gwynny advancing again forwards. Bit of a capture progress here. There we go. Good job. Little zoom backwards. Tank peek over the wall. Alright. It's gonna take a moment for anything to happen here. Both sides still gathering units. Lots of blue dots have respawned and are making their way forward now. Overall situation all right with me at the moment. But it's a nice little mix. I have to say, it's a nice little mixer of different groups here. DVB doing some TV derps. I would like to see a recapture. Well, I would love to see 10 recaptures. Don't get me wrong, but one at least would be lovely. Shot in the open road. Tank is advancing. And tank is retreating. No, tank is going in a... What is that tank doing? Alrighty, tank is just harassing the front line a bit. Yeah, clearing out, thinking it out, yeah. In the meantime, we have people in the back line, but without any anti-tank units. Capture progress, it's critical, and that's it. Nah. Can I say Gamma Laxios? Yep. Oh no, it was the truck. He destroyed the truck. I really thought he would go for the tank here. Oh well. Panzerforce still at the ready. Walter, Boreas, and look. Not taking down the OP. No, they don't take down the OP. Okay. Never mind then. Never mind then. Battle over the inner city parts, or rather over the northern city parts, is carrying on. Hospice is being fought over, defended, captured, defended. It's going both ways over and over, and with tanks closing in, this might be a capture progress again in a moment. Capping here at the very moment. Then again, if they lose anybody here on the hard cap itself, they will stop capping this point. 1 hour left at the moment. And a back and forth is going on here, which is nice. But you know, that's the nice part about mixed teams. You will get... Ooh, position strike. Oh, that's not gonna hit at all. Oh, sorry, I didn't even think... Okay, this area. Wrong tank. But yeah, it did not connect. And in this case, I would even say fairly so. Cookie survives. Cookie repairs his tank. There we go. Going in the back line here a bit. Where is that old man? Runs out in the open. Bop, bop, bop. Gets one man. Tomb for the Polish veterans goes down. And I wonder if Quinn is getting a bit lonely there, being alone here at the forefront of the hard cap. Yeah, the band is also playing, as you can see. That's nice to see. Fabi Miro making their way here. Circle, 82nd AD, Greyhounds, everybody is advancing here more and more. Tank is also in the hard cap, slightly, but still. I'm a bit worried that Miro is just looking at the way back all the time. Oh, gets mustache, very nice. This could work out. They're losing too many people in the south. Yeah. Oh. And that back is also not safe anymore. They're getting a rest from the back now. Now the tank has to worry about multiple directions. Slowly wibbling, wobbling forward. That's alright with me. Medium tank with Desper alone and going in the back line. Interesting. Ah, yeah. Light fire, that's alright. Yes. Not too much infantry at the moment here in the north, even though we have so many OPs. Just a light amount of, like, a light skeleton crew of infantry here. Just to keep the tanks semi-supported at least. Let me. Oh, might get the jump here. Shove. No, missed fully. Oh, God. I have to say the performance is quite lovely. 120 frames at the moment. 114, sorry. Also DVP in between the enemies. Will he do something with that? Gets one man, good. Makes his way, could do lots of damage. Shoots the tank. What? I imagine he was trying to get Dippy there, but yeah. That did not go well. At all. Anyway. There we go, double check out the tank. Satchel at the moment, very nice job there from Dippy. Sadly, he's too fat to jump. Yeah, and we saw it, Dippy, we saw it. I'm gonna stick with Dippy for a moment.
No, in front.
Very nice, very nice. Advancing, also drinking some for a moment. Dippy and Yellman.
Shift W. Forward.
I like how he's on left and right here over and over. Crosses. Unsecure, or rather insecure. There we go. Goes one man. Whoa. Crosses over. And becomes part of the bush. Schaff against Strummer. Too slow. And Dippy not reacting here. What? Ah, at least Red is there. Okay. It is quite a... Oh. Yeah, no. Tiny as well with one shot. That's just cruel. Dippy. Inside the building also gets removed. Oh, boys. What are you doing? What is this? What is this? As they are getting peppered slightly. Schaffmeister now in the north. It's also removed Dan, just holding out. Raid goes over. Dan's still alive. Dan's still alive. Oh, close one. And lose against Paradox there. Little check on the map. Cheeky. Airhead. That's... What? What? Sorry, what? It's an enemy area that went through, but they're bombing running it. Okay. Feels like a slight overkill, but, you know. That's not something you see every day. I agree that that's something special. Critical runs like a fool away, yeah, and that's the enemy airhead bombing runs. Huh. Don't see that every day. Don't see that everywhere, I have to say. Alright. And player from Rats, who is that? Knall. Making his way here. Knallscode. Not too much blue here at the front line, and they're even able to get an OP going here. Will somebody spawn and check the backline is the big question here. I think no. I think not. I think they are gonna just keep on focusing here, assuming that they got the last person there with the rocket. With the bombing run. Targeting advancing in the hospice area here in the north. 82nd AD, bring a tank squad here, attack the Batards. Maddie and half Dan. That's half of a full Dan. Mark might get lured in here, but no, gets removed by Dan there. That's a nice combined arms move. Very nice. Impact, surprise on the Tiger here, massive surprise. There we go, counterfire. Will he blow up? Oh, no. Oh, enemy tank. Oh. Tried to move into a better position and then got blasted. Unlucky setup there for that tank on the American side. I had to drink something. I had to drink something to see how this tank is having, oh god, a horrible, horrible crossover. Uh-huh. Impact from the left. You also think Freckles for the right, thank you very much. Mark out of rockets, potentially also out of life. Tanks advancing further and further down the situation here at the moment. Ah, it's a crunchy one. Autobenos, forward. Oh! Very nice reaction time there, very nice reaction. Goes around the corner, plop. Very nice reaction time there from butter, from milk, and interactive cooking. Bigger force now from 82nd AG, from ESPT, from Circle, from Greyhounds, from moving this guy as well. Advancing further and further in as you see that they are having some trouble. I mean, they had the center area quite a long time and then they lost more and more. And now they're up here in the north trying to just grab the point with their hands. Funky Pigeon trying to get a bit in there, will probably get splashed, presumably. I did hear the tank combat there. Destruction. And tank removal. Ah, kiddos. Oh boy. Alright, we have some horrible, horrible dead alleys. We have some dead lanes. Taking Potat and Maddie and Halfdan here in the north. Blowing up the northern main line, that's gonna stink quite a bit. Best thing is advancing in the north, splitting it up into all three lines. One line is gonna be the deadly one. And hoping that stuff goes your way. But at the moment it seems like they're slowly going backwards, repairing the tank, at least they're trying to. A little lag there for a moment. There we go. Stops and repairs. He could have just gone atop there and then climbed the back and repaired. Capture Brothers again at the situation here at the moment. Nothing too major. Dan Autobenos here at the moment. It's a bit of a mix-up. Nothing too crazy or major here. Most dangerous situation at the moment is still up here in the north. Splash, there we go. And the tankers could maybe do some good here in a moment with Quinn with Machete. Machete, come on. A rocket. Did that just hit the turret? I think it did. Impact, very nice from Machete there through the gap. Tank is retreating. As it should, as it should. Unsure where all the enemies are. Heavy tank is going down the main road in a moment. Not too much infantry, they're focusing on the south again. And if you come in from the Freckles raid, this is a bit of a mix-up. It's a semi-normal comp game. In this case, it's a group of different communities. ESPT, WTH, 82nd AD, Omen Greyhounds, Polish Veterans, Circle Rats, and 333rd Foreign THs have come together for the In Between the Years game. Like a nice community match thing. That being said, I can see some triads. I can see some problems arising. Allied side has some trouble really clearing the backline out. Garrison next to another garrison. That's a lot of garrison. That's not great. As I dwell, explosion. As I go over here. And it's Knall again. Knall removing the garrison here. Very nice. Very nice indeed. The thing is, here at the moment, who is the commander? Commander Jamil from the Polish veterans. They need to get at least one group here to clear this out, because look at this. They are infested up here. They're gonna lose their tanks in a moment if... I mean, they would already have lost them if they had any, anti-tankers up there. The enemy, that is. But they have enemy OPs here, south and north. People are across multiple fields here. This is a horrible situation. Garrison situation, 1 garrison, 2 garrisons. Yikes. That's a scary setup at the moment. That's very scary. And Dinosaur gets shot. Might have at least seen the garrison. Might have at least seen the garrison for a blink of an eye. Maybe. Maybe. But I know they're trying to really get double down on hospice at the moment. They have just their basic units here as a defense line, and they're really trying to get hospice. The problem is, if the enemy uses the bombing on, if anything... Actually, I don't know if they're gonna go with the artillery ability. I don't know if they're playing with the artillery ability tonight. That is one thing I do not know. Well, it would probably lock down everything up on St. Maria Clear, so, yeah, maybe not. I just don't see it happening that quickly. They have an enemy tank here. They would need to get rid of Ricochet, our favorite Irishman. Good old Ricochet. Yeah, enemy tank is hiding. Smoke shell, very nice. Smoke shell to blind the enemy tank. Bit too high there, might be... Oh. Was that Gwynny just now, through this? Yeah, that was Gwynny. Yeah. And gets removed, okay. A ricochet that hits the wall here, lovely. And come on, one more shot. Yeah, impacts. Tank's going on the corner now. Sharp corner turn. There we go. Or rather, sharp removal from the corner. And is safe. Cheeky little spot. Precision strike from the north would be glorious here, but I don't think we're going to see that. Tanks are victorious in this. They're scared of the enemy tank. That being said, tank will get quickly repaired while the infantry of the enemy of the Axis is still going strong here. Markieren against Schwarzen God. Yeah, here's the footsteps. Ah, the trouble of not being allowed to move because you need to watch. Alright, do we have any ongoing fights somewhere? Yeah, but we haven't been in the south at all. Let's get to the southern people. Tokugawa, Rifleman, yeah, Stone Chaser, Chosen, these nerds right now. Let's go in the south, there we go. Tokugawa looking at the door because he loves doors. Delicious door smell. Who doesn't like that? I hear something, call in, supply drop and recon plane. That's nothing too worrisome, that's fine. I don't think Tokugawa is gonna get me anything nice here. He's wobbling around the stuff, but he's not finding the garrison, he's not finding anything. He is on the lookout though. Capture progress, it's not enough, it's gonna get blocked in a second. Where is a nice little matchup? Is Larson AFK? Ah, there we go, returns. Now, I do not know if it's Circle or Circle Jr. who's playing here. Ooh. What? I guess it was against Nether? Well, I was against Zonne. Lovely climb there. Shows in the back line. Could get Sonne as well if he stays like this. Nah, maybe. Not the greatest angle. Sees him for a moment there. Might get him on the other side. Yeah, sees him. Fires and misses multiple times. Oh boy. And gets Sonne, there we go. Lovely medium range engagement. You know what, I haven't had a church fight in ages. Anger from BFTP. BFTP also playing, look at that. And clearly gets him. Alright. Do I stay or should I go? Stone Chaser, let's have a little peek of Stone Chaser for a moment. And then we're gonna return to the north again, people. Alright, that was that. Why not? But you can see at the moment that Axis forces are flooding the area more and more. The inner city is getting flooded, the town center area. And Cemetery is just barely defended at all. That being said, the enemy is not really going in much. Enemy Commander Critical not really going with a big, you know, splosh of units in the garrison or in the south where TKG is. Would imagine some kind of garrison and then just flop the open lands. But no, nothing of that. In the meantime, we see more and more blue dots appear in the north. That is a good amount of units there. A bombing run might still remove some of them because they need to make the move and then they get got in the crossfire. But at the moment, destroy tank, lots of destroyed tanks. This could actually fall into American hands here in a moment. I say, was it another TK just now from the tank? I feel like I'm getting more and more TKs that I'm seeing. Who is that? Data? Wait, Data? Oh, it's Pada. I was gonna say that's not 82nd. Mjolk? Oh. Direct hit with a precision strike. A direct hit with a precision strike, and the tank just eats it. HDF, Memento Mori, and Seamus. Seamus. There we go. Could still become a capture here. Both sides are clashing more and more. They have equal amounts at the moment. If that tank could join the circle, they would win this easily, but at the moment, not enough room there to move in. I hope the tank is going to join on the compound here. Because they're losing more and more infantry here. They're losing more and more infantry on the blue side. They need to get some more meat on the bone. Or remove the enemies from the bone. Yeah, tank is now in the area as well. Bombing run is going to get called in. That is, however, a bombing run by the commander of the allied side. Let's see Emil. Comes in, Mark survives. Lucky Noodle. Schwarz goes down. Yeah, that could still be a good one. It's not gonna get God or anybody else. Yelman Co. removes 2 of the attackers though as well. That's unhelpful. Long range engagement? What? Who's shooting these tanks? From where? From there? Well, they're definitely getting everybody on repairs right now because both tanks are quite heavily damaged. And Schaufmeister gets removed. Okay. What's up in the north? Under danger? Not really. Maybe over the field. Cheeky. Over the field, maybe, but I don't see it really as a danger that much. Yeah, no, that heavy's not gonna move. Airhead coming in. I mean, they could get a bit closer. They could get some people in with the airhead here, but I would assume that artillery is gonna take care of that. The good thing is they're spreading out a lot of units. They're not just sticking onto this area here, and they're trying to fend it close to the hold point here. But they're actually spreading out, trying to move the forward front line. Even more forward. There we go. Saved it. That being said, I'm still unsure about that tank here. I mean, he's facing the open area here. He's having on a lockdown. I guess that's the plan at the moment. Muffin in between everybody. Impressive. Actually succeeds as well. What? Yeah, Muffin carries on. And Paradox finally gets him. There we go. Capture progress has been stopped completely, fully, as we see that at the moment the Axis troops are taking this back more and more. Airhead might bring some people in. Question is just how many? If they make it more than 5 seconds. Lots of Axis troops making on the northern fields here. It's gonna be hard to get back. Nice little rocket there on the left there from Fartsmeller. Is that Airhead gonna put out some people? Because I don't really... There we go, okay, a few people. And that's where the artillery comes in and removes all the anti-tankers except 2 riflemen. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Yep, that's the artillery removing the other people and only Yellman alive. And he was not originally on that spawn wave. And artillery now removing Yellman as well. And now everything's gonna break apart. Everything's gonna break apart. Okay, spawn wave and... Oh, maybe? Lucky, there we go, good. Actually surviving for a moment. That being said, they all get removed by Roger, Roger, Roger. Who surely sees the... I don't think he sees it. He might actually not see the airhead. He knows there's some kind of spawn there, clearly. But he might have not been able to see the airhead there. Oh. Well, airhead keeps bringing out people. Tank's getting attacked from behind now as well. And gets slightly stuck there. Bonks against the wall. OP gone. Airhead still good. Spawn wave comes in. Oh, the farming here, beautiful. And that airhead did not go the way it... You might want to decide if you want to shoot or... Desperate Larry, you might want to decide what you want to do there. And the answers get blown up in 3, 2, 1. Ah. Hey, there we go. Okay. 33 minutes left, and the enemies are running between them. Circle players making their way here into the glider area as I take a little peek on the map. Big old fight in the inner city as well, which we are gonna focus on in a moment, but the backline units are also scary here. If these guys mobilize at any point in the near future, this is gonna be a quick run down to cemetery and to Le. I still can't pronounce the French word there. I mean, there's really nothing here they have. Ooh, Gangschaltung, schalt mal, Brudi. Oh. I mean, they have some people at the forefront in the house, but that's not gonna help them. Just having some people in the house is not gonna help them. Because the enemy, even if they get all the enemy's just gonna respawn here. However many units they might have. It's not gonna go that easily. Going in the corner there. Or rather, near the corners. Yeah, I'm not seeing them capture this anytime soon. Not with their current setup or their current plans. Okay. We might have not been able to do it, but that tank shell definitely did it. Or rather that artillery shell, I guess. Maybe somebody brought a spine. Very nice run there. Guard is on a run. Check up there. Yeah, people are aware that enemies are behind, partially at least. God, we're gonna come back to you in a moment. Sorry, God. Let's look at some of these guys, because I see a very empty tank right now. Flying NG from breadcrumbs? Breadcrumbs, sorry. Honey Badger attack. Oh, the WJH got their tank slot. Is that a single man in the three dotter, aka a heavy tank? Huh. Mr. Orange making his way towards cemetery. That's not that important. Is it important? Not really. And gets an orange. There we go. Now it's purple or something else. Fights in the back line over here. Came too late. Sorry about that. I'm trying to find a nice angle. I might just stay on hospice for the moment, because we are in the last 30 minutes, and right now, while the garden area is being charged by units, which I appreciate, the big chunky fighting is going to happen up here. Keep it was in muck. Glide at the moment. The thing is, what can they do? What can they do? Well, they could start playing seriously. No. The thing is, what still shocks me is just the amount of people behind them. And I wonder if the X are actually holding back at this point, because this is... It's insane that they're able to get this much area covered. Repair station. Yeah. Like the sheer amount of people that are in the backlines at the moment. Dan takes everybody down tonight. Good God. Throwing its artillery. And the front line is empty. They're all gone. Tanks are being parked here as a bit of a fresh one. Yellman staying on the garrison. Very nice. You know what? Let's have an individual little peek at Yellman right now. Why not? Oh, was a high ground. That was a... Yeah, it was a bit of an overthrow there. Ah. Ah, that could have been cooler. Oh well. Army's not gonna actually. Army is leaving the building. Maybe. I don't. You might get a shot though. And gets more down by Sonne there on the side. Man comes around the corner, looks at the window, pop, gone. Let's have a top-down one for this one. We don't get a lot of these. There we go, takes one man down. Zolek still in the building. Whoa. Oh, come on. Very nice. Gets VNT. Under fire and gets roofed by Norvald up on the building. The Norvald! The first 331st that I see. There we go, finally. I haven't noticed them yet so much. It's nice seeing that they are here. Okay, who are these tanks? Because they're really shooting low. Honey Badger, Desper, and Larry. What the heck are they doing? I feel like they're doing most of the TKs at this point. At least they're shooting very, very low here in these areas. Not doing well there, Lancourt. What? I beg your pardon? Well, I got a new favorite. Ah, favorite is gone. And Dollar Shay takes him down, aka Doc Holiday. We'll also got a bit of a roof MG setup. Also nice once in a while. Trying to get the right millimeter angle there. Yeah. Can you also fire an enemy at this point? You might get some harvest over there. Yeah. That's a northern area here. We'll see Miro there. Yeah, gets Miro. Miro gone. Oh, they're trying so... Oh, they're trying so much up in the north to keep pushing when it's not working out. That's a tank. Just a removal from Lether there. What a lethal move. Oh. That was the connector. Walter, Boreus, and oh, Luke. Ricochet! Enemy tank, still not sure where the enemy tank is, aka the American one. What? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Now they're aware. Impact from the north, that's not good. Slow down for a moment. Trying to advance forward and... destroyed from the north here. From where from the north? Ah, up there. Never mind. A nice back and forth. But the thing is, I would like to see a back and forth over hospice, which at this point is non-existent because the backdoor units have finally decided to make their way here, and they're splitting and wobbling and doubling all across the map here. They're going southwards here, and they're finally clearing out the backline, the in-between area. I am curious why Commander Critical has not done this much earlier. Maybe he just wanted to give us some viewing time, who knows. Bubi Leicht from Omen, very nice there, removes the OP. Gets one man. And gets removed by Lancron. Tanks, scared at the moment, make their way backwards here more and more. Impact. And... very nice, yes. Autobenus. Are we gonna see another one? Wix, not an anti-tanker, no. Anybody else have something fun? Oh, Autobenus. Very nice medium range connects there. Very nice medium connectors. Other tank, bit of a scared situation there. Maddie scaring them. And maybe also scarring them at this point. Oh, and he turns, and the removal there. Maddie waits his moment, keeps his nerves intact, and gets the tank down. Other tank could potentially... Is there another rocket in Maddie? Getting ammo back could be a glorious shot from Maddie here. He marks it. Yeah, that was Maddie marking this area. This thing's gonna get blown. And I don't mean the tank with that. Well, I might mean the tank as well. But you see the strike that Commander Crit's decision made here. All of this is now being subjugated. People are now making a bit of a bubble here, defensive bubble around cemetery, but the bubble is open at the bottom. It's more of a dome than a bubble, I guess, in this case, and that's not gonna go well. Medium tank coming from the south here. Yeah. Hard times are upon them at the moment. Because 22 minutes are left here. 22 minutes are left as we take a little peek and a little fly and a little everything. Tanks driving northwards, unhindered. Where do we go? These fights are too individual. Jesus. Ah, VNT. Haven't seen him in a while. Gets one. Gets two. And gets a kiss. There we go. Lovely. Then it gets VNT. And VNT the third one. Long distance there. Nobody to shoot though. Oh, might be. What? Gets a fourth one. VNT carries on. Oh. Might get jumped now in a moment by NY. No, NY looking in a different direction now. What? What even? Where did that Artie hit? What? Okay. VNT carries on unhindered. Unbeaten, untouched, unshowered. What? Well, while they are doing that, and VNT is trying to find new enemies, this is a shambles at the moment. They are just trying to hold out as much as they can. Allied troops having quite a bit of a trouble time here. As they not only try to like keep this here defended, they're also trying to push westwards more and more. While the south is an open area fully here for the enemy that goes between their garrisons. Unseen. Unnoticed, unshout. We just said that. We just said that. Not even Roger with. Is that even his kill then? That's not even his kill, is it? That is him leaving. That's the environment getting that man. Beautiful. Not even, he didn't even do that, he just left the vehicle and then it kept rolling and squished the enemy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Big points to the Polish veterans here. Just for style. Fuck. Yeah. Alright, too lazy to press W the whole time. Where am I? Am I DC? There we go. Yeah, they're running along the line here. Actually, can I... Ah, I can. POV. Alright, he's waiting some time. Okay, I'm gonna leave him. Cheers. Peace. Oh. Yeah, you might not be able to get that because Screech has returned. Ha! Oh, please shoot it. Ah, he doesn't see it. Ah, would have been fun. Uh-huh. Second one, yeah. And... yeah. Ah, it takes the northern route still. I would have loved it, would have gone back and went into the mine there. Oh well. Gets Jamil. Keeps going northwards. And gets finally stopped there by Lieutenant Larson from Circle. Adam units are split across the map here. People in Yelman, Yelman in the back line here. People in the city, top city, eastern block city, cemetery, north of cemetery, a wild mix with enemies everywhere. This is a wild. This is a weird one. Anything that you Neo here also still alive, lovely. I'm getting into that apparently the last hard cap name is very easy to pronounce. It's yeah. Thank you. Les Vieux Verges. Thank you. There we go. Speaking like a true French. Okay, I have to say though, I'm getting less and less worried now about the allies here because they're actually clearing out their line more and more. There's still some bubbles here. They still have the garrison of the enemies, which they don't clear out for some reason. Because I guess they have to realize that there's an enemy garrison that keeps spawning people. But they have cleared out everything in here at least. That's a nice little change of, you know, things. Crystal Greyhounds. Very nice. Peeking, moving, peeking. Yeah, might even see the garrison here. Removes the OP. And... Lovely. Nah. Ay. Skeeter gets him. But that could have been a marker there. Hey, there's a garrison there. Or something along those lines. I do see a tank making its way. But the tank is still facing the west here at the moment. Not the most, or best, or safest. Then again, they're fighting against another heavy tank, presumably here in a moment. Or not. No, that's... Oh! Double anti-tanking. That's not gonna work. You can already see it. Gwynny and Paradox. Okay, that could actually work. The tank is looking away. Good one. Paradox, come on. And gets removed. Gwynny, the only one left. Yeah, a lovely shot. Also gets teleported out. Tank has a funny little dot pattern on the left and the right. And Maddie and Halfdan are on an escape run. 15 minutes. Oh, another impact. From the tank, presumably. And the removal of the Tiger tank here. There we go. On the right, we see the tank. The main through. Oh, with the fancy special outfit. Cookie Pada and Mjolk make their way here. And the good thing is, if they are here so much at the front line, if that other tank joins in, they could still take Hospice here. That is if they don't crush Gwyn in a moment. Ah, okay. Now it's getting a bit slowed down because they don't have any infantry support. This could be a problem now. Yeah. There you go. Infantry is back. Now they're advancing again. Wow. Took a moment. A rocket being yeeted. Enemy medium tank in here as well at the moment. And tank peeking into the open, Yeah, no, there's a building in between. That's not gonna work out. Quicker than supplies, I guess, but yeah. Not looking too swell here. 13.5 minutes left to start. Well, 11.5 minutes left to start capping this. Suppressive tower southward. Tank is still being fixed, I would assume. Yeah, Boris Luke getting ready. Rifleman up in the north. Getting some case, very nice. Oh, cheeky rocket there, medium range, Maddie, very nice. Does not connect. Tank's retreating, scared. And goes into repair mode here for a moment. Alright, they're not gonna move anytime soon. And nobody's gonna shoot Cookie either, because Cookie is in a nice little spot there. Alright, we do see, however, a big push coming here in the center area as the enemy is closing in more and more. Sonne clearing out the graveyard, the cemetery here. Nike as well. Gets both of the people here. Grenade and plop. Very nice. Yeah, I don't want to say anything, but it's just looking it's my words. This is looking very at the moment. Not too many people in here, so no, it's not like, oh, it's about to fall here. No, it's worrying that we are now looking at cemetery here. It's the last 10-ish minutes to start this, and they are about to lose their 4th point, or at least they have to defend their 4th point. Nothing you want to really experience here. Halfway taken, nearly. Big spawn. Gets like 3 people. That was not bad. Is that a... Yeah. Yeah, I think they have an idea what this is. Blump. Uh-huh. Yeah. They had a bit of an idea there about what was happening there. Sonne. About to... Oh. Let the sun rise. Gets Armin. And gets removed from the equation. Cemetery is still a problematic area. That being said, they have gotten some units here. They should be able to defend this easy peasy. At the moment here, they have people. They just need to get into those lovely close proximities of those walls. That satchel was quite nice. Might have been a 2-minute satchel there, potentially. And as always, if you're wondering about the match, the VOD will be uploaded to Paraquads later, as always. But you know how this works. Still losing it, by the way. They're still losing this hard cap. How? Well, because the enemy is in the hard cap and they're not. Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go. Good. Is Leather sitting in this stupid ass spot? Of course he is. This little shit. He has become a little birdie. And he did just knife that man. Very nice. He Sam Fishered the enemy squad. And gets removed from everything. Very nice. This little shitty spot, kind of like... The fact that people still sit, sorry, up there, that people sit up there and then just are so hard to see from below. Painful. Axis forces also close here. Oh, there's a mine there. You might want to not go on it. Good. Beef TP. Angler. Very nice. Oh, Anger, not Angler. Wall walk. Gets removed. Anger from Beef TP. From the there we go. Advances. Smelts the enemy on the other side. And farts. And dies. Little checkup in the sky what we have here at the moment. I don't see a potential comeback here anymore. I mean, they have troops up there, but I don't... Unless they, like, really go out and double and triple down up in the north, then I don't see it really happening here. One little peek in the north here. I mean, they have tanks and such things. They could triple tank up in the north, but I don't think that's gonna work out up here. Because the enemy also has heavy tanks close by. Yeah. Then again, we have seen worse things. I think... Wasn't it ESPT that captured an enemy hard cap just by having, like, 3 or 4 tanks in it? I remember some shenanigans like that. Tanks advancing, yeah, the last 5.5 minutes to start capping this. If they want to get some shenanigans going, now is the time. If they want to get into this hardest of caps, then they need to go in there. There's still an OP here. Where's that OP? Wait. Is it there? I'll find it. Ah, it's there. Okay. Ah, there it is. Okay. Come on, one little splash from the tank. Something. Ooh, rocket against Peter, but Peter's already down. Ben Martin squeezing through. Yeah. One man roof down, getting more people. There we go. Gets the roof by Mark. Turn around here. As you would assume that the other tank is... Ooh, tank is hiding up there. Cheeky. Ironically, a shell would actually be great right now, like an HA shell, because that would splash everybody in here. Yeah, no, tank is waiting for a moment for the enemy to move, but that means that the enemy is gonna have a full repair tank. Oh, the other tank is in the back line. Also, there's a person riding the tank. Not important. If they want to do anything here, they need to get moving now. They have the infantry, they have the people. Yeah, there we go. Lilium put a satchel on, and then the squad leader followed the satchel here to defend it. Very nice. One tank gone. Sounds like a dish. One tank gone. It's delicious. One tank gone. Oh, but it sounds like 1 ton. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Making their way there, and surprise, there is a Tiger tank. Yeah, goodbye, American tank. You're showing him your butt as well, you crazy noodle. Goodbye. Yeah. Other tank also sacrificed. Could have been so much better, and the back tank here still available, but this is not gonna go into the hands of the American players here. This is gonna be it in a moment. I'm yawning for a moment. Ah. It's a weird one when it's not just like Team A against Team B, but it's Team A1, Team A2, Team A3, etc. against Team B1, Team B2. It's a weird one. But also still fun once in a while. Last 2.5 minutes. Schaffmeister and others are trying their very best to get in there. Every second counts, every little step is important. Any GK would be very crucial and awful right now. He's not gonna like this, is he? Yeah, runs back. And gets surprised. Never mind. Oh. 5. Heavy tank, medium tank up here. Lots of people trying to make it up here, but they're getting charaded and shenanigans from Schwarz, from Money, from Beta, from Wakanda, perhaps, maybe. Not looking too good at the moment. Panzer is going to drive away while the Tiger is going to drive southwards and shell the enemy tank. Impact, yeah. He pinks the area, tries to find the enemy. There we go, he found the enemy tank. Tank is heavily damaged. He might get the gap here, might do a gap shot. Could still get the gap, could still get... Oh, he might go for the gap. Nah, he missed the moment there, missed the moment fully. Last 40 seconds, last 40 seconds to make it work, to start this shenanigan. But at the moment, everything is hunkered down. People are still trying to go in from the garden area. That's not gonna work. And the last minutes slowly leave us here and our very souls as we see. Whee! A plane nearly crashed into us. 14, 13, 12. We're gonna raid somebody in a moment as well. It's a heads up. Don't know who's playing or streaming at the moment, but you know, we might find somebody. 3, 2, 1, and that is match time on the experimental branch here tonight. As both sides had quite a good time, I think. I didn't notice any lags, I didn't notice any troubles at the moment. That is unless they, you know, found something that I didn't see. Always be. But that has been the match. We're gonna go for the scores here for a moment. You can pause the VOD if you want to see the scores here for them. But that has been the lovely little match in between the years, everybody. Oh, position strike. Cool. Yeah. Maybe, you know, maybe for 2026, maybe can have a little look again against, you know, for precision strikes and why they don't damage anything. Well, they slightly scratch the tank, I guess. Oh no. Oh, you know what other thing would be cool? A thing I had in mind quite some time ago. If you're an admin cam and you look at a tank, you can like get a little extra info of what is currently broken. Like I press a button, it says, okay, right now the engine is at basically what the drivers see, but the admin cam sees it as well. I think it would be a nice little thing to have. If draw gets undrawn, red gets change the color. And Bombing Run is getting some nice case here at the very end. Oh, yeah. Well, that has been the match. Well, sorry. That has been the match. There we go. Lovely. Oh, maybe an experimental punch. I'm not gonna get any experience for my SPR thingy. Oh well.